The cherry tomatoes are looking great. I have very small pots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 out there. They grew all the way up to the top of my overhang, and I had to start to curl the vines in my bars because I don't want them to go over to the neighbors, and I don't want the vines to go out. It would be nice for them to get sun, but I don't want them to go out any further because I won't be able to reach them if I do have, and I will have, a harvest of cherry tomatoes. I got a lot. I would estimate around 100. You can't maybe see them because they're green right now, but in a short time they will be red and I'll be picking. I don't want them dropping off down below 4 stories here, hitting somebody on the head. Lettuce is starting to come up. Peppers, not doing so well. I just chopped the top off of those. I want stronger stems. But they're not getting a lot of sun here. I think I have to fertilize pretty soon organically. More lettuce there. Okra is huge, but this one's not producing yet. That one I got a couple okra off of there. And then we get the, up here, 3 Chinese radishes. This was an accident. I spilled a bunch of seeds. Chinese cabbage. Start of a cauliflower, start of broccoli, and my pineapple plant. This is the 4th floor. Oh, and my spinach in a grill again for this season. So here's a reason to take care of your soil. This stuff is hard as a rock. I don't even want to take the time to break this down and try to use this again. So after you harvest, it's important to maybe cover your soil and let the moisture stay in there, and keep watering even after you harvest, even after you take a plant out. Got to keep watering a little bit at least before your next planting. Otherwise, it'll dry out and become rock-like, like this. I salvaged this from the apartment of a teacher who left Taiwan after her year of service. The wheel is broken on it at the bottom, but it works. It's gonna keep things more organized than laying all over the place here. So it's a little addition to my container garden. Went to IKEA and got a lot of these little dishes to go under my pots. Finally, I have something to catch the water, the dirty water, so I don't stain the outside of my house. Have these hanging plants up here. What's nice about hanging them is that when I water the top, when they get full, they drip down. There's holes in the back of those pots, and they drip down onto other plants that are below them. So, same situation here. My lettuce is coming up, and in the back of that there's a hole, so they get the water they need, and then it drips down onto my pepper plant right there. I'm harvesting. Got to be very careful here. I got to reach out through my bar and take one off of there, take another one. I'm trying to get 10 of these so that I can give them to my wife's students, because she's been talking about me growing tomatoes here. So we want to give these to the students, at least so that every student can have one. There's one over there that's getting ready. Oh, there's some too. Alright, they are getting ripe, so I'm going to pick these. I thought I would be the first one to do this, but I guess I'm not. It's a jack-o'-lantern persimmon. Well, the videos on the internet show them peeling the persimmon, but I think it looks more pumpkin-like if you keep the outside skin on. So there you go. The interesting thing about persimmon is that you can eat it in 2 different states. I just had, from the same batch, I had 2 different persimmons, and the first one I had was totally ripe. It was soft and it just melted in my mouth. It's so sweet and delicious. And then this one is not ripe, but it can be eaten. It's more like a melon, or more like crunchy like an apple, and it's still good. I prefer the one that just just melts in your mouth, the one that's soft. So you can eat persimmon hard or soft. This is the largest I've been able to get my corn so far, and there's another one, a little smaller one here. Now these here were and those are edible. I don't know what they are, but they were gifts from the lady across the street that moved to a new location. She had a breakfast store and she had a lot of these plants. There's chives and onions and that other plant that I don't know the name of. So I have them all lined up here. I think I'm gonna, there's a pineapple she gave me. I have a pineapple upstairs as well, pineapple plant. I don't know if it'll ever get fruit on it because of the lack of sun here. But it's a nice house plant anyway. In that pot, there's some mint as well. Nicer mint than what I have upstairs. I got 3 things growing in this one. Got the, I guess that's the chives, and I got a sunflower right there, and the corn. So it's really nice to have those nice neighbors. I did a little reorganizing here. I tried to put the plants extending out just a little bit into the road. And I did that for 2 reasons. One is for ease of watering. I can get to everything quicker and easier. And then I want to create this kind of corridor for my walkway here. I don't want anybody parking right in front of my house, like this guy. There, he's on the internet now. You know, if he was just up 2 more feet, I'd be happy. I could open my door and have a clear view, you know, and a walkway for people to come and visit. So I know it looks kind of cluttered, but I'm going to try this out and see how this works. Hopefully nobody will park past the 2 plants on either side.